This is all very familiar, isn't it? I wish there was other ways we could start our rides. There aren't really. There's only a handful of ways to sort of get away from our house. This is the main one if we want to go towards Christchurch and the New Forest.
Oh, good. Testing. 1, 2, 3. Good morning. Wheelers at large. We're out again. Royal we. Mike cycled yesterday. I'm walking today. I'm on day 10. Day 10, round 4. Wow. It's been a journey. Definitely a journey. This last round has been easier than I expected it to be, but harder in other ways. So the first couple of rounds, I had different things going on. This time, I knew to expect them, so it's easier to preempt and make those better. This time I've had a bit of icky days where I've had to take anti-sickness, which I haven't had to in the previous ones. Just shows everything's different with each round, it seems.
9 degrees. Definitely borderline shorts weather. Big wide road, this one. So I tend to stick to the near side wheel track that the cars make. Also keeps me away from the tree roots. It's our local harvester. We do come here from time to time. Yeah, I don't always press the button on the crossings because, you know, you can usually see a gap somewhere. Not today. Everybody's going to Castle Point. God knows why. Horrible place. You're going to go? You're going to... Oh, well done you. I did think that car coming out of the car park was just going to go because he hadn't looked at the lights, but... Right, there's a gap. That'll do. That is Cooperdine roundabout, just across from the hospital. And the main route into Bournemouth, if you're coming from London, Southampton, Ringwood sort of way. Yeah, so it sort of marks the end of the spur road down from Ringwood, Ashley Heath, and then turns into the Wessex Way, which takes you through the centre of Bournemouth all the way to what was the county gates at Westbourne when Bournemouth and Christchurch were in Hampshire and Poole was in Dorset. Locals will know it as the Frizzell roundabout, or LV as it is now. Yeah, it's funny, isn't it? What you call places very much depends on your generation, doesn't it? It was Frizzell House. I think it was built in about 1975. Won design awards. You know, it was a big deal back then. Just looks really old-fashioned now. Just going to slow down here because this is another one of those hidden little churches around Bournemouth. St. John the Evangelist in Holdenhurst Village. And once upon a time, this was kind of the main road. But now it's just a very peaceful little village. Lovely little green. And a nice quiet road to cycle on. Got to be a little bit careful at night if you're on the road bike. There's quite a few potholes. No problem for the gravel bike, obviously. Yeah, those are the vicarage cottages. It's just all this history, isn't it? The old forge there. And just, you know, a stone's throw away, quite literally, from modern buildings and houses. Yeoman's Road. Used to be gravel. I think I had the KOM on that for a while. Of course it's tarmac now, so. But back when it was gravel, yep, I had the KOM there for a while. This is Throop Road, and that used to be the mill. Yeah, Throop Mill. It's run down and dilapidated now, but there's a car park here. It's where the weir is. You've seen me cross the bridge a few times recently, where all the ducks are stood on the top of the weir. So you do get dog walkers, cyclists and that go over there. I was going to go down by the river, but I think being a Sunday, oh, there you go, some ghoulish decorations out already for Halloween. Yeah, being a Sunday, I think it's going to be very busy with walkers. So we'll stick to the road for now. Muscliffe Lane. A nice quiet little road, but some people do try and use it as a shortcut. As you can see, there's speed ramps here. 20-mile-an-hour limit. There's also, yeah, traffic calming in place. And I don't know whether it works or not. People still use it as a shortcut, I think. And it is narrow enough in places that you can get stuck. Yeah, not stuck, but slows you right down enough that it's hardly worth the effort. Well, we might go down Whitelegg Way, the bike path everybody loves to hate or hates to love. Supposedly, it did all us cyclists a huge favour. I don't think it did, personally. There's a road parallel with plenty of room for a bike path that would just keep us away from the traffic completely. However, the problem with Whitelegg Way is that everything runs out when you get to the Northbourne roundabout. Let's annoy all the cars. There's nobody coming round there. Right, let's not go down this side, because as you can see, no entry. So I've got to go to the other side of the road. Yeah, anyway. To be honest, you'd usually be coming up that way anyway, so no big deal. It's still safe to come around here, isn't it? Bit convoluted, but you know, if you're not in a particular hurry, then no big deal. Now we could of course go that way, all the way down, but you see the bike path stops here. You just got this painted line. Now why they didn't continue it round here, I don't know. And here we are, Whitelegg Way, the bike lane of wonder. The biggest problem I have with it is probably something that nobody else really thinks about, but you see this barrier here? Why is it stepped on this side? Now you would say, well, it's to stop you from going in the road accidentally, but if you accidentally get too close, everybody knows you rub your wheels against that, a bike will flip that way, and you're in the road on your ass. Now if that was just a ramp down curb, that wouldn't happen and you'd have a chance. The barrier should be from the road, not to the road. And there's another reason for that, and that is because up here, if I want to go to the airport, which is straight on sort of right, if you have a look up there at Ringwood, how do I get into that lane to go around the roundabout? You see the arrow? The arrow there says I need to be on the right hand side of the roundabout. How do I get there safely from there? But yeah, that's the problem I have with it. It was there as a route to get to the airport, except you can't get to the airport safely from this point. So have I read that wrong? Is there a safe way to get from there to what is marked as a right-hand turn on the lanes there? You know, is that the sort of thing that happens with bike infrastructure, which causes riders to ride on the road instead of in the infrastructure because it's safer? They take their place in the traffic and therefore have some sort of priority. Anyway, yeah. That's my problems, as I see it, with Whitelegg Way. Right, let's go. So this is going towards Whitelegg Way from the airport side. I don't believe this is a shared path, so you should be in the road here. Thank you. Right, so easy enough to get on. We've talked about the post that sticks up with no reflective on it. Not ideal. So let's talk about this barrier again. When blue lights come down here, yes, if everybody pulls over, there should be enough room for them to get through. However, what tends to happen is cars pull up onto the curb in panic, flop down the other side, and get beached. And then all kinds of trouble ensues. Roads blocked, traffic builds up. It's just, you know, a nightmare. So why wasn't this just a single grade down onto the road? It would solve all of that. Oh, what have we got? Oh, what we got is a red light. Which is brilliant. Everybody's got to stop. So I can go in the road, which makes the next bit much easier. Now yes, I could have stayed on the path and gone across the crossing. However, it puts me on the wrong side of the road. Because I want to be over here. So there you go. A good bit of infrastructure, yes, but not without its problems.
Each round has been different. Has to deal with different things. First round was the unknown, not knowing what to expect. Ended up with a bit of blood pressure problems. Ended up in hospital being checked. Round 2, ended up with the squits. Ended up in hospital being dealt with for that. Round 3, I ended up in hospital with high temperature and cold, which they checked and made sure I was all right. It's more a case of checking my chest to make sure it didn't get to on my chest. Still coughing. Round 4, I was dreading having the infusion, so they gave me a sedative, and that worked really well. And then after that, I had to deal with a couple of days of ickiness, where I had to use the anti-sickness. I hate being sick. I don't think I'm alone in that. I think everyone hates being sick. But I was dreading it, being sick. So I've been really lucky. I haven't actually been sick, just felt it this time, and had to deal with upset tummy. But nothing too bad this time. So day 10, getting there. In some ways, the 4 rounds have gone quickly. In other ways, they haven't. The way it's gone quickly is I've slept quite a lot. I wonder if there's a world record for sleeping. I got lots of energy today. Four days of tablets to go. Then I can start thinking about a plan. A plan to get back to fitness. Get back to some form of normality. I know, you're all thinking it and I'm thinking it. What's normal? I don't know what's normal. It's going to be a new normal. Going to have to feel fitter, be healthier. Mind you, I wasn't particularly unhealthy when I got cancer. That's the strange thing. Oh, got the shakes. Cancer is not selective. It doesn't care. Doesn't care whether you're fit, healthy, unhealthy, fat, thin, small, short. It's not selective. Oops. It's not selective.
Yeah, you definitely want a gravel bike for this. Well, here we are, Ensbury Park. Used to bring the kids here a lot when they were young. Paddling pool, play park, cafe. It's got all the right stuff, you know what I mean? You go left or right here. We would normally go left, more direct route home. But if you were coming into Bournemouth, this would be the main road into the centre of town. Takes you up to the university. Nothing behind me. So for those of you who used to live in Bournemouth many years ago, this is Boundary Road. To put it into context, built in the mid-80s, I'd have thought. Over there is Glenmore Girls' School. And Winton Boys is no longer near Moordown St John's. It is in a new building just the other side of Glenmore School for Girls. I say a new building. It's been there a long time. So we're coming back into Winton. This junction up here is called Winton Banks. Hasn't really changed much, except for one thing. Yeah, no banks anymore. I think Lloyd's are still there. Halifax is a bit further down the road. All the others are gone. So sort of Winton Pharmacy, Pizza Hut, Antiques Shop, Nigerian kitchen banks these days. Down we go. Yeah, all through these back streets, there's lots of specialist little businesses. You can find pretty much anything you need in the Winton and Moordown area. Right, there we go. A little run around our local area. Probably just about squeeze in 10 miles today.
If you've watched this far into the video, thank you for watching us. Click the like button and join us for the next one.